Hey guys, back here again on the channel to give you another Lucid FC Film Club video. The subject of this video is how films that revolutionized the frame, or some of the best photography shots that we've seen in the past decade, including one from all the way back into the 1900s.
Blast from the past, all the way back from 2003. That beautiful time when people refused to accept the future was just around the corner.
Hey, you're snoring.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. He always snored.
Where are we?
Canterbury. We're close.
Anyone know if there's a hotel around here?
What?
Julian.
Look out!
Jesus!
Shit.
Go, go, go. We're gonna make it. Come on, we're gonna
I'm
make
not
it.
gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
The first film we have on our list is Children of Men, released on Christmas Day of 2006. The best shots I've seen in cinema history, and the cinematographer was Emmanuel Lubetsky and directed by Alfonso Cuarón, which you may know him from Gravity. Fantastic film with Sandra Bullock as well. The shot we're looking at today is called the two-axis Dolly shot, and great scene where all the main characters are trying to escape from a horde of rampant people trying to get their hands on the last pregnant woman on Earth. This scene uses a rotoscope effect where the camera is just steady framed into the car, and it does a slow 360 of all of the characters. I have no idea how many takes this should have taken, but God, if it wasn't one of the most creative, well thought out shots I've seen in a long time. Another film that came out actually the same year in 2006 is Inside Man, directed by Spike Lee. Denzel Washington stars, with Jodie Foster co-starring with Clive Owen. Cinematographer for this is Matthew Libatique, who has done a collaboration of work with famed director Darren Aronofsky, which includes Pi, Requiem for a Dream, The Fountain, and Black Swan. In this scene, and the shot that we're going to show you, it's something called a floating dolly shot, where the actor actually stands on the platform of the camera, zooming. It's Denzel Washington sitting on the platform, making it looking like he's floating as he's coming towards the camera. When it's interpreted, it's him just actually just walking from the bank to the police van. And this next film we have is the film Unsane, which came out in 2018, starring Claire Foy and directed by Steven Soderbergh. This film is unique in its own right because Steven Soderbergh has gotten into filming full feature films on iPhones, like the one that's being shot on this one as well. In this film, it's about a woman who ends up inadvertently institutionalized while trying to escape from a stalker. It was shot on an iPhone 7 Plus, which was released in 2016 at the time. The budget for this film was $1.5 million, but made triple that with upwards of $14.3 million. Definitely one to check out. And last but not least, probably one of the most longest and the costliest film at the time ever made, The Birth of a Nation. Directed by D.W. Griffith in 1915, it's based off the book The Klansman. It's one of the longest films at that time ever made, the first film to ever be shot on a 12 reel. It is upwards of 3 hours long, has practical effects, was made on an estimated budget at the time of $100,000. It made upwards into estimates of $50 to $100 million. Having to do with the rise of the Ku Klux Klan and how big it got to be upwards into the 1950s and 60s. This cinematographer is probably the pioneer of all of the modern camera techniques we have to date. He was actually the inventor of transition tools, which are used to dissolve and involve different effects. And this was made in 1915, remind you. The cameraman, or the CSA, or the cinematographer was Billy Bitzer. He worked with D.W. Griffith on a number of different works after their collaboration on this film. Glad you could stop by to watch this next Film Club video. Please stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching. Remember to share, like, and subscribe to the Lucid FC page.